One morning, I got an email that started with the words, "Due to company restructuring." You know what came next. My role was being replaced by something faster, cheaper, and apparently smarter. Its name? AI. Tell me if this hits home. That sinking feeling when you realize your hard work just didn't matter.
At first, I thought I was just unlucky. Maybe I didn't perform well enough. Maybe I wasn't special. But soon, I realized I wasn't alone. Friends I graduated with couldn't even get interviews. They sent out 50, 70, 100 applications and got silence. Some companies laid off hundreds overnight. Designers, marketers, copywriters, customer support, all gone. And the world just kept moving. You've seen those posts on LinkedIn, right? I've been laid off, open to work. It's everywhere now. Global layoffs hit every industry. Goldman Sachs predicted that 300 million jobs could be affected by AI. That's not a headline anymore. That's a reality. It was terrifying. But then, I remembered something my dad once said. This is not the first time humans have been replaced. When automatic looms were invented, thousands of weavers lost their jobs. They called themselves the Luddites, workers who smashed machines in protest. When cars appeared, carriage drivers vanished. When cameras came, portrait painters disappeared. When computers arrived, typists and telephone operators became history. Every generation faces its version of AI. This time, it just happens to have Wi-Fi. Every generation thought it was the end. But it wasn't, because somehow, people adapted. I started asking myself, how did they do it? How did people survive when machines outperformed them? They couldn't work faster, they couldn't work cheaper, but they worked smarter. The weavers became designers, the carriage drivers became mechanics, the typists became coders. They stopped fighting the machine and started commanding it. And that made me wonder, what if we could do the same? Maybe I could adapt too. Maybe this wasn't the end of my story. But soon, reality hit hard. How do you be smarter than AI when AI can write, draw, code, compose, translate, and analyze, all in seconds? It doesn't need food, it doesn't get tired, it doesn't wake up with anxiety, or scroll through job posts at 2 a.m. wondering what's wrong with it. I felt hopeless, useless. Have you ever felt that too? Like, no matter how much you learn, the world moves faster than you can catch up? It wasn't just a layoff. It felt like an extinction notice for my entire generation. Maybe Gen Z really was doomed to unemployment, to a future where everything human could be automated. But things happened.